Alrighty, boys, in today's video, we're going to be ranking every single quarterback in Madden 26 Ultimate Team. Let's go ahead and get into it. Behind me, I've got a list. It's going to be a tier list. We've got S, A, B, C, and then D, I'm just going to change to do not use. So, we're going to go through. These are all the quarterbacks that have dropped in the game, basically post zero chill. I think that's a good time frame, and going over which ones you should add to your team. Going on number one, we're going to start with Justin Fields. If you guys see me like look over, it's because I've got it on my monitor off to the side, and then my game is in front of me just in case I need to check the catalog for any of these cards. Justin Fields, we're going to go ahead and just put in C tier for now. These ultimate upgrade cards, they kind of have already passed. And again, if you guys did not already get your ultimate upgrade token a while ago, which I did, and I used on a Jalen Milroe, which is another quarterback we're going to talk about here a little bit later, you're kind of just SOL, unfortunately. You can no longer go back and complete the set to switch out your card if you did not already select Justin Fields. But for the time when he did drop, he was an amazing quarterback. But again, unfortunately, you cannot really go back and get him. Does not have any discounted buckets, which I think kind of limits him a little bit. I guess he does have a season 6 bucket that is discounted, but he does have enough throw power, so he will be able to get Gunslinger for 5 AP. But I think just at this point in the game, a lot of people may not already have their upgrade token, and if you don't, not really a point using him. With that being said, I have to put Anthony Richardson below him. I just don't really see a world where Anthony Richardson would be on the same tier as a Justin Fields. Just not as good of an ultimate upgrade quarterback. And then Jalen Milroe, I think I would put above Justin Fields. Now, as we're filling this list out, some of these might get switched and moved around, so don't get too freaked out right now. But just based off of what we currently have in the game, I would put Jalen Milroe at a C tier. Now, we've got John Elway. I'm going to put John Elway in B tier. He's probably going to end up low B tier. He just so happens to be the first quarterback to go into B tier. But taking a look at John Elway's card over here on Madden is what I'm doing right now. You do have to have the Ring Seeker token, which I think really the two best options right now to use with that Ring Seeker token would be this John Elway. Sorry. Or London Fletcher for that unstoppable, or not unstoppable force, sorry, for that momentum shift. But John Elway is going to be coming in with 2 different team chem buckets, which I think is huge for his card. You get 2 times any team chem in the game. As well as him having a Gunslinger stack for 5 AP, and then you could also use your other AP remaining on QB Playmaker or another ability like that. So I think John Elway a very good option if you have your Ring Seeker token, and I personally think better, probably honestly on the same tier as Jalen Milroe. I would say these cards are very similar when they were both out. I used Milroe over Elway, but kind of just personal preference there. Now Kyler Murray, I'm going to go ahead and put in do not use. Really the only obtainable version of him is going to be his ranked card, and if I go ahead and take a look at Kyler Murray's price right now, with this being a ranked top 100 card, whatever you would like to call it, his price when he did drop was a pretty hefty one. Yeah, like right now, it's 7 million coins to go ahead and get this card, and there's currently none up on the PlayStation auction house. And quite honestly, he's just not that good of a card, realistically. A 96 speed quarterback, yes, on any theme team, so he could be 99 if you have a Crystal Chem. But I just don't think that the stats are good, but I don't think the abilities really back up the price that you would have to pay for a quarterback like Kyler Murray. Drew Lock, he's going to be down here and do not use. He's going to be one of those like random one-off hero cards or irregular or Super Bowl elite cards, just in the do not use, just not a good enough quarterback, quite honestly, to get the job done. Dak Prescott, a solo card quarterback. I'm going to put him low B tier. If we go ahead and take a look at, or if I go ahead and take a look, I should say, at some of his abilities right now in the game, if I can find NFC East, and it takes me there, I'll keep hopping back over to the game so that you guys can see what I'm seeing. As far as his upgrades go, his ability buckets, if you upgrade them all the way, you'll be able to get Slinger in the last bucket for 7 AP, which we all should know, but as well as 95 throw power is going to get you that 5 AP Gunslinger. And he's also going to be coming in with a 90 speed, which is pretty good for a Dak Prescott quarterback card, in all honesty. And he is Cowboys Chem, which Cowboys Chem is Cowboys theme team is not too terrible of a theme team option. So if you're kind of balling on a budget, you could get this card for 100% free, which actually helps out his case, as well as have a good theme team on him. So Dak Prescott, I'm going to go ahead and put in the B tier. Sam Darnold, same kind of premise there. I'm going to put him in B tier as well. Still a decent enough ish quarterback. Some of these cards might end up getting moved down, in all honesty, but Sam Darnold, very good quarterback, gets a very similar stack as all the other ones that I've shown so far, and also is on a pretty good theme team, that being Seahawks. So if you are kind of balling on a budget and you want to build that Seahawks theme team, this card is still viable online. Realistically, you still could play with them. Now you're not going to get the best results with them, but you still can play with them. You get QB playmaker, I believe he does have the awareness rating. He has 95 awareness, so you can get QB playmaker for 6 AP in this slot, as well as, if you wanted to anyways, gunslinger in this slot for 5 AP. So you could have an 11 AP. Sorry, I think it's gonna actually no, you can get an 11 AP stack of gunslinger and a QB playmaker. Only thing you're missing out on is really good hot routes, which I believe would be a lot more beneficial to this card. But Sam Darnold, still going to have him at B tier on this list. Tommy DeVito, going to be another do not use. I just don't really see the upside of using a Tommy DeVito. I personally do not see it at all. I'm going to put him in B tier. Now, Steve Young, very interesting card. So you can get Gunslinger baked on with him for 0 AP. I'm going to put him in B tier, and quite honestly, I'm probably going to move him above Sam Darnold and Dak Prescott. The reason why he's not, for me anyways, going to move above Milroe. Milroe had a lot more longevity, at least to me anyways, and also he's a lefty, so it kind of comes down to personal preference. If you cannot play with a lefty quarterback whatsoever, this guy may be and do not use for you, but me personally, I don't think lefties are too terrible in this game, and quite honestly, it kind of confuses the defense a little bit. But this guy, as you can see right here, if I go back over to the game, he gets baked on Gunslinger, which is the best QB ability in the game, and he gets it for 0 AP. And on top of that, he gets Master Tactician for 15 AP. So you could spend your whole AP total in the game and get Master Tac and Gunslinger, which I think is very good for a card that dropped however long it's been since this Steve Young dropped. Very good ability stack on him for what you're getting anyway. So I'm going to put Steve Young in the middle-ish of B tier. Michael Penix, I'm gonna put you in do not use. There's just better options for the price, and we'll get into one a little bit later. But I just think that there are definitely 100% better options for that price point. Robert Griffin III, I'm gonna put him in A tier. Now you do have to spend a little bit extra to get him completely upgraded, so keep that in mind, because he is a flashbacks card. So if we go ahead and take a look at the flashbacks set in the game, he's actually on my list as far as quarterbacks, like the best budget quarterbacks in the game. And if we take a look at Robert Griffin III, if we can find him over here somewhere, there he is. The only problem with him is that you need to spend a little bit more to actually upgrade him. You need his 91 overall elite and his 93 overall hero to get him some extra discounted ability buckets and the extra 30, or not 32, sorry, the extra NFC East chems on him, but still a very solid card. And honestly, with the upgrades that you have to spend, it's maybe all in all about 300k, which I don't think is too terrible of a price point. I'm going to have him at A tier on my list. Coming in next is going to be Jaden Daniels. This card's got to go to C tier. This is an even more recent card that dropped than some of these other cards like a Justin Fields. But this guy over here, man, I don't know what EA decided to do with him, why they did this to him, but if I go over here to the game, he only has 93 throw power, which, if you guys do not know, the threshold for Gunslinger, at least in a discounted sense, is going to be 95 throw power, I believe. And they gave him 93 throw power. Yeah, 95 throw power, and they only gave him 93. So pretty unfortunate there. So you would have to overpay for it for 7 AP in this slot. And then on top of that, his awareness rating is only a 91. So it's not like he's going to be able to get a Master Tactician or anything like that. And quite honestly, I don't know if he can even get... he can't even get QB playmaker. So this card, I'm going to have to say C tier for me personally. Next, going to be Walter Payton, out of position quarterback. This card I'm gonna put like higher B tier, probably like. I mean, I guess I can put him at the top of B tier. I'll put him in the middle of Milrow and Elway. Quite honestly, for me, I used Milrow over Elway, so I'll kind of switch those guys around like that. But Walter Payton, out of position quarterback for Ultimate Legends, this was like one of the first card drops where people were like, oh, these out of position cards for Ultimate Legends are pretty daggone good. He's going to be coming in with 95 speed on him, 95 throw power, so he will get that rating high enough to be able to get Gunslinger on him, which is pretty good. And his awareness rating, it goes up to a 93, so he's not going to be able to get that QB playmaker ability. You can overpay for it. I will say that you can overpay for Master Tactician, but if you do that, you're not going to be able to get Gunslinger on him as well, which is a little bit unfortunate there for that card. But very good animations, very good hot route animations, and I mean, he's a running back playing quarterback, so he will definitely be able to move. Next in A tier, I'm going to have this Trevor Lawrence card. He could get moved down to like the highest of B tier. Right now I'll put him in A tier. Very good card. Scrambler archetype, probably the one I would go with. You can get baked on human joystick with him, which is decent, I guess, for a quarterback if you like to run out of the pocket with your quarterback. But the card is very good, very good in my opinion. Very good release, 92 speed on him, which is definitely not bad at all. With a 96 throw power, you will be able to get Gunslinger on him, which is obviously, of course, going to be pretty nice. And again, I like his animations personally. I think he's a pretty decent budget option for you under that 200,000 coin price point. Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to have A tier. Again, may move him down to B tier. My first S tier quarterback is I'm going to have Fernando Mendoza. I think especially for still the value that you can get out of this guy, he's what, like 50K, I think. Just a ridiculous value out of a card that most people, I think when the card first dropped, he was probably the best budget quarterback in the game, hands down. He was like 150K at his highest, and again, he was still the best quarterback, or one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the game. Absolutely elite card. It comes with all 32 team camps, which absolutely helps with everything, because I mean, hey, he could play on any theme team and he's not going to have his value really diminished just by what theme team you have. As well as having Baked On Identifier, not the greatest ability of all time right now. He is sub 60K, but Baked On Identifier, and then again, you can have something like a Gunslinger stack on him, or you could end up getting Master Tactician if you decide to overpay for that total of 15 AP. Fernando Mendoza, I'm still going to have in S tier. Cam Newton, he is a free quarterback, so I can't really hate on him too much, but I'm going to go ahead and put him in B tier. Do not love the animations on him. His hot route animation is just god awful. So it feels like sometimes you would need like Conductor and or Gunslinger, or both, I really should say, but you cannot get both on him, which is a little unfortunate. But Baked On Human Joystick, kind of like that Trevor Lawrence card that we talked about. Not all 32 team cams, but quite honestly, again, just not being able to get a Gunslinger and Conductor ability bucket is kind of unfortunate, just off of how his primary signature hot route, whatever you want to call it, performs. It's just very unfortunate. You can spend 8 AP to get Conductor, but I don't even think his awareness rating goes up that high. If I go look at his max, his awareness rating goes up to a 92, so he cannot even get Conductor on him. A little bit unfortunate, so I'm gonna have to drop him into B tier, and I'm actually about to do the same thing with this Trevor Lawrence card. I mean, looking at it now, both of them very similar cards, except Trevor Lawrence, in my opinion, just a little bit better. Next, we've got Ty Simpson. I'm going to put him in C tier. You can grind him out for absolutely free through the NFL Combine Field Pass, but I just think that there are quite honestly better options at quarterback right now. So I'm going to put him down here in C tier as well. Next, we've got Ryan Fitzpatrick. This card's pretty good. Pretty good quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and probably move him into A tier. Let me go back over to the game to show you guys this card. He is a Redux card now, so he was a little bit more expensive for a while, but now he has or I shouldn't say now, because he has had one for a few seasons, but he has a Redux champion card. Has quite a few theme teams on him. But on top of all of that, The good thing about this card is they gave him a pretty high awareness rating of 95, which makes it good enough for him to get that, as well as a 97 throw power, which makes it to where he can get actually QB playmaker in this first slot for 6 AP, and then a gunslinger ability as well, 7 AP in that slot. And then he should actually, he does not get a discounted in another slot, but does he get QB playmaker or something like that? Yeah, he gets QB playmaker for 8 right here, and then you could spend the 5 right here, so 13 total for the best quarterback stack in the game, or some of the best quarterback stack in the game. I'm going to put Ryan Fitzpatrick, in my opinion, at A on this list. Bo Nix, I think he's just going to be a C tier quarterback, probably the top end of C tier. I just think that there is, again, just better options, even though he's only 120K. Honestly, anybody under that or over that price point, or at that price point, Fernando Mendoza is just better, in my opinion. 89 speed on him, 95 throw power. His awareness rating is going to be a 92, so you would have to overpay for something like a QB playmaker, which you can in that slot for 5 AP. And then next, his gunslinger as well. He has the 95 throw power, so he will be able to get it in this bucket right here for 6 AP. So not a terrible combo. Going to cost you about 14 AP for the best quarterback stack in the game. But again, I just think that there's better options. So Bo Nix, I'm going to have at C on my list. Next, Dontari Poe. This is an S tier quarterback. This is an S tier quarterback right now in the game. He was on my list as the best or the second best budget quarterback right now in the game. I just think that it's kind of hard to get better than this as far as budget wise goes. Fernando Mendoza only 50K, Dontari Poe about 200K, but for what you're getting out of the card, very, very elite. 96 speed on a 300-pound quarterback with baked on tank, which is huge right now with the avalanches out there. If you run with your quarterback, I think just a very, very, very solid card. Donovan McNabb just recently got a redux. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put him in A tier as well. Not the most flashy card, but quite honestly, still a very, very, very good option. Coming in with at a 200,000 coin price point, so very similar to the cards that are also in that tier as well. And he's going to be able to get QB playmaker and gunslinger on him because they did give him a 90 awareness. I actually think he'll be able to get conductor instead. My apologies on the QB playmaker, but he does have a 97 throw power, so you may be able to overpay for QB playmaker and then still get that gunslinger ability. Daniel Jones, he's roughly around 600K now. I would just put him at like the top of B tier. I don't really believe, or actually it looks like his price is a little bit higher than what I just said, because earlier a few weeks ago he was going at like he was going at like 600 to 700K. It looks like he's a little bit over 700K at this point. This card you can, if you add a free agency champ to him, get all 32 team cams, which is pretty nice. And he does also get gunslinger, as well as he has an 88 awareness, which is just unfortunate because he cannot get QB playmaker for a discount. You would have to actually overpay for it, and you can't even do that because you have to get master tactician on him. So I'm going to put him like at like the higher end of B tier, but quite honestly, for me personally, I would say that Trevor Lawrence is probably going to be a little bit better just for the price you're going to have to spend. Tyler Huntley, sorry dog, I said Tyler Huntley. Tyrod Taylor. Sorry. You're going to go and do not use. I would just recommend staying away from him. Malik Willis, probably one of the best budget QBs in the game. I would personally take him over this Trevor Lawrence, but I know some people may prefer to have that human joystick ability built onto him, so I'll go ahead and put him in B tier. Peyton Manning, he's going to be an S tier quarterback. If he's not S tier, then he's the highest of A tiers. A little bit of a difference, I guess, between if you have a gold-plated one and the regular team of the year. Regular team of the year probably going to be the highest of A tier, but me personally, as far as what I would say for that card, I'm going to put him at S tier. Now, next on the list, we've got Drake May. Probably, as far as all of the cards that have been listed so far, he's the highest of S tier. He's better than Mendoza. He's better than Dontari Poe. Better than Peyton Manning, in my opinion. And if I had to change these guys, I would say probably in this order: Dontari Poe, Peyton Manning, and then Drake May. Next, Baker Mayfield. I'm going to go ahead and put him in A tier. I think there are better options, really. And you also have to grind out the CPU event, which is just, it's a whole different mess entirely. So I would stay away from it. But if you want a quarterback, I would say go ahead and get Baker Mayfield for 100% free if you have the time to grind him. Now, my opinion, the best quarterback in the game going to be Caleb Williams. I mean, what can I say? Iceman's a god. I don't know why it's not letting me move him. It's kind of unfortunate right now. Whenever it does let me move him, he's going, oh, boom. Look at that. Move Drake May. Right there. Thank you. All right, there we go. Caleb Williams, number one on the list for me personally. He's going to cost you about like 2.7 million coins to get last time I checked, but after selling all the cards back, because you will get all the cards back in the set to sell, it's going to cost you about 270,000 coins in just tax loss. But again, 2.7 mil up front to pay for him, but a very, very, very good card. GOAT Tom Brady, I'm gonna go ahead and put him in S tier. I would personally probably have him below gold-plated Peyton Manning, but Team of the Year Peyton Manning, I'm gonna put him above. Warren Moon, I think a solid option. It's just the price on these Team Diamond cards is just ridiculous. I think you get better value out of everyone else in A tier, but again, a very, very, very good quarterback. Cordell Stewart, I'm probably going to put above Tom Brady. This card, he gets very expensive for his big Team Diamond card, but he's going to get 2 season 7 ability buckets, which is absolutely huge. Matthew Stafford, very good quarterback. I'm going to go ahead and put him in A tier, especially for his price. He's going to get conductor baked onto him, I believe, as well as him having a gunslinger baked onto him. Now, you cannot remove his abilities, which is a little bit unfortunate with his card. I wish they would just let you remove the abilities. But going back over to the game and taking a look at the stack that they gave him, he's got gunslinger on him, conductor, pass lead elite, and long range deadeye. Very, very, very good abilities. Unfortunately, will not be able to get a QB playmaker, but basically all of the other best abilities in the game on a quarterback, and you get it for just a ridiculously cheap price point, coming in at about 115,000 coins. Troy Aikman, I'm going to probably put higher up in B tier. I would probably put him in between Trevor Lawrence and Malik Willis. This card, he's going to cost you about 17,000 coins, and you get a very good ability stack on him. Only problem is you will not be able to get Gunslinger, which in my opinion, probably the best quarterback ability in the game. Justin Herbert, I would probably put him lowest of A tier. I think that all of the cards ahead of him are pretty good. And the other problem with Justin Herbert is that he's got 99 throw power, which is nice. But taking a look at some of his other attributes, he has a 96 awareness. So my apologies. Let me put some respect on Justin Herbert's name. I don't know what other quarterback I thought I was looking at, because apparently he's just a god, I guess. So we'll go ahead and move him up on the list. We'll move him above a Matthew Stafford, probably honestly the highest of A tier. I don't know what I was thinking when I was looking at this list. I must have had my quarterbacks confused. Yeah, I know why I had him confused. I know who I mistake them for. Michael Vick, Ring of Honor card. If he's not the best quarterback in the game, he's the second best. Me personally, I'm doing this out of spite because I'm not spending however much it costed to get this Michael Vick over IceMan. I'm taking Caleb Williams, me personally anyways. Jackson Dart, very, very, very good quarterback. Problem, he does not get QB playmaker or conductor or anything like that. But I would still say better than Tom Brady, better than the gold-plated, or not necessarily the gold-plated Peyton Manning, but better than Dante Poe, better than Mendoza. That's just my personal opinion there. This Dan Marino that just dropped, I'm putting him in A tier out of spite because it's just a ridiculous price you have to pay for him. Yes, I understand it's a ridiculous price you have to pay for Michael Vick as well, but Michael Vick is Michael Vick. He's like 95 plus speed. Dan Marino's 88 speed. They gave him enough for like Sugar Rush X Factor starting on, which is cool, but after those go away, I just don't really see the viability for him. Matthew Stafford, NFL honors version anyways, I would put in B tier. The reason why he's not up here with his other card is this card does not have the baked ons that this guy does for under that 15 AP price points. Lamar Jackson, the trolliest troll card ever. I'm gonna go ahead and put him high B tier. Could honestly sneak into A tier. Money Manziel, if you're going ahead and doing the set for him, which you would probably have to do unless you pay for the LTD out of pocket, I'm gonna go ahead and put in A tier. And then rounding out the list, we've got Boomer Esiason. I'm gonna have him like low B tier. Good abilities, but he's a lefty and he's just not really the best lefty in the game. And then rounding out the list with Dante Culpepper, I'm going to have to put him at a lower and of A tier. Just think he is still a very, very, very good quarterback option. So going ahead and taking my face cam away, if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at the full list right here, S tier, we've got Caleb, Vick, Cordell Stewart, Drake May, Jackson Dart, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning Team of the Year card, Dante Poe, and Fernando Mendoza. And then I'll let you guys see the whole rest of the list. Do not use Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray, Drew Lock, Tommy DeVito, Michael Penix Jr., or Tyrod Taylor. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Did I miss anybody? Did I leave anybody off the list? If you have questions about where I would rank any other quarterback that you may have, let me know down below in the comments again as well. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And it's been all from Boy Dynamic, y'all. I'm out. Peace.